got some explaining to do. So it's been roughly 10 months since I last posted on YouTube. To me, that's unacceptable. It would be very easy for me to just say that, I've been busy. Although that is the truth. I mean, I think I have some explaining to do. It's not just the fact that I've been busy. It's more than that. So let's get into it. And like I mentioned, the last time we spoke was over 10 months ago. A lot has changed since then. Probably the most obvious change is my space. I've moved into a completely new apartment. Although it's only 5 minutes down the road, it's a completely new space. So let's check it out. Although this apartment is only 5 minutes down the road from my last apartment, this one just suits me so much more. And a lot has changed around my living room area. So let's start there. New couch, 10 times comfier, new rug. I still don't know if I love it, but it works. New bookshelf, which I absolutely love. And the Lululemon mirror, which you guys know I had a partnership with them. And I don't know if that thing has turned on in the last 6 months, but that's okay, because it's a great mirror and it doubles down as a mirror as well. And although a lot has changed, a lot has actually remained the same. As you can see, the TV is still the same, the TV stand is still the same, and obviously my favorite lamp had to come with us as well. That's not all that stayed the same. Let me show you in closer detail, come here. My desk setup remains the same. I still have the same desk from Target. I still have that same chair that I found in the middle of the street. And then of course my laptop and my Mac. And yes, I have a new speaker, and yes, I wear glasses now. I mean, I've always worn glasses. I just didn't actually have glasses. The last time my glasses broke, I just never got new ones. I was living life on the edge. But yeah, we can get into more why I got glasses. It's actually a necessity for something else that's changed in my life. But we'll get there shortly. But for now, we'll continue on and I'll continue to show you the new apartment. So this is the new bathroom. It looks very reminiscent to the last one because everything is painted in a light color. Everything is white or light gray. Some things have stayed the same. My skincare, my hair products, and all that good stuff. I don't think I need to show you that because you've seen that so many times. And the reason why I say that is because not much has changed. I still use Dermalogica, Dr. Dennis Gross, and yeah. You know where I'm going with this. But if you'd like, I can get into detail in a different video. The bedroom space also looks the same, but like the bathroom, it is just a lot bigger. Some things have changed though. As you can see, I have new pillows and the bed just looks a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, you get the point. I've moved into a new apartment and that's probably the biggest change since I've last uploaded. And I'm very happy that I've moved. And like I mentioned earlier, I find myself a lot more comfortable in this apartment. I think it's a lot more fitting for who I am. Not to mention that it's a lot closer to the places that I want to be. And that to me is number one. Nothing can be a good location. It's not just the location that sold me. This apartment also comes with plenty of other benefits. So I've been showing you all these changes that have happened in my life, but I really haven't answered the question as to where I've been. But the reality is that's exactly what's been happening. I've been going through changes. Now my life's completely changed since I first started creating content about 1 year and 7 months ago, but that's just no excuse. But I want to show you the reality of it. Aside from everyday life, I still work a full-time job and I still create content on a day-to-day basis, whether it be on Instagram or TikTok, and that can be very difficult. The reason why I say that is because you need to find a balance between the two. Now let me explain why that is. And it's really because of the kind of content that I create. I don't just pick up my phone and film myself talking into a camera. I have nothing against that kind of content, but that's just not what I create. Therefore, I need to dedicate a lot of time and a lot of effort into the videos that I make. And again, it's not to say that people who create content, just by lifting up their phone and talking into it, that they don't have, a lot of thought and a lot of process into it, because there is. But I'm just saying, in the kind of content that I make, it's just a little bit different. So for me to find the balance between life, work, and content, at times it can be difficult. And the reason why I say that is because I think those are the two reasons why I haven't been posting on YouTube. It's become very, very difficult for me to not only balance content and life, and obviously work, but it's also the changes that I've been going through. I've been going through a lot of change within the last 1.5 years, and I'm getting accustomed to that. So whether I come off as handling it very, very well, at times it can be hard. Now, please don't get me wrong. I am not complaining. I am not saying that this is extremely difficult. That is not what I'm saying. I am just saying that at times it can be overwhelming. And I feel like if you don't create content, then maybe you may not understand that. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's the reason why I'm expressing it. So with all that being said, I think I've found a sweet spot. Now, I have not mastered the balance between the three. It can still get very difficult, but now I have created more time for myself for me to be able to create content on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Yes, there is gonna be times where it's going to be difficult for me to post the way that I used to, because before it was a lot easier. I was just creating a vlog a day. Now my content is very, very different. You guys are getting to know who I am through the content, not just my day-to-day life. Things a little bit deeper than that, which is the step that I needed to take, because creating vlogs on a day-to-day basis can become very mundane and very, very repetitive, not just for you guys, but for myself. And that's why my content has completely changed since the last time we spoke. That's another thing that's changed. Even though there's been a lot of changes around me, I mean, I've remained the same. I still drink this smoothie borderline every single day. I mean, it's a part of my routine at this point. No, I'm still not sick of it. It still tastes amazing. So relax. Since this is a protein smoothie, I think it's only right that I mention to you another thing that's changed since we last spoke. Before we get into that, I just need to make sure that I take my vitamins, because I forgot to earlier, so let's do that now. I personally find it important to take my vitamins every single day, but especially when days when I'm like working from home, where I'm not gonna be outside much or not gonna be too active. That's mainly just because I'm not gonna get that sunlight, I'm not gonna be outside, I'm not gonna be as active if I'm just inside all day. Speaking of active, one thing that's changed is the fact that now I'm going to the gym. I haven't been as consistent with it for the last 8 or so weeks because I've been dealing with an injury, which we can get into some other time. But since recovering, I've been doing my best to make it to the gym more frequently. And even with days like today, where I don't necessarily have too much time to go to the gym, I've been doing my best to get at least like 15 minutes on the treadmill or something along those lines, just to be active. I know some of you are probably thinking, well, if you're trying to be more active in the gym, why don't you set aside more time for the gym? And that's exactly it. I need to prioritize the gym a bit more, but I also don't want to limit myself. For example, if I don't have an hour out of the day to go to the gym, that's okay. Those 15 minutes in the gym is going to be significantly better than you not going. And one thing that I've learned since going to the gym is a good workout starts with a good playlist. Glad I got that out of the way. That felt very, very good. And I also noticed that whenever I go to the gym, I also feel a lot more tired, so it's easier for me to go to bed at night. You guys all know I like to stay up super late, and that's a problem. But now I'm gonna shower, and I have one more thing to show you guys. Those of you who follow me on TikTok and Instagram have probably already seen it, but once I shower, I'll show you guys.